tomorrow, Sister Kate.
When the Princess Mary addresses me in public, could she not find a term of greater deference?
I paid your Highness the compliment of calling you my brother's wife. I shall not presume upon the intimacy again.
Thank you.
And did your Grace command me here to tell me this?
I am concerned about your May Day ball.
Oh?
It has come to my attention that Sir Anthony Denny, Sir Thomas Lovell, Griffith, and others have as yet received no invitation. Henry! Bid the music cease.
Are the musicians weary?
I ordered the music stopped. We cannot permit such an indecent exhibition.
If your Highness does not like the way we do and dance at my ball, you may retire as soon as you see fit.
Will the king permit me to be insulted thus?
I told you she had sharp claws.
She's new?
Boleyn's youngest daughter, newly returned from the French court.
And you, I loved. With you I had my only happiness. I love you still.
I must have a son!
Get one then. On one of your women. I'm your wife and your queen. And neither you nor the Pope can make my child a bastard. Did I lie to the Pope all these years ago? Did I lie to God? Did I lie to you, Hal? I will live and I will die your wife and your queen. I will only be heard in Rome. I appeal to Rome. I appeal against all judges here. To Rome and to God I commit my cause.
Welcome to England.
Gracias, Majestad. Estoy muy complacida de encontrarme ya en Inglaterra.
I am selling my plate to buy food.
Your plate, part of your dowry. You must not sell that.
What else can I do? We are hungry. We are hungry.
I know, I know.
Then do something.
Catherine?
Catherine, don't cry! Don't!
I came a virgin to King Henry, as he to me, and therefore I am his lawful wife. If I were torn limb from limb for saying so, I would rise from the dead to say it again. For when I first came to you, I was a virgin, as you yourself have often said. I put it to your conscience to say whether this is true or no. Bring your 100 learned men. I can bring 1,000 learned men from all over Europe to say that I am your wife. I always have been your wife, and I always will be.
God has chosen to take the...
I'll give you another son. I promise you.
An heir to this throne!
Do you think I do not pray for that each day of my life?
One stillborn female hidden away like a pauper's brat. 2 boys that cannot live out a month.
You have any love for me?
Princes do not marry for love, my lady, but to beget children.
Then give me a healthy child. On what occasion of displeasure have you that you intend to put me from you? This 20 years I have been your true and lawful wife, and by me you have had divers children. Although it hath pleased God to call them out of this world, that hath been no default in me. And when you had me at the first, I take God to be my judge. I was a true maid without touch of man. And whether this be true or no, I put it to your conscience.
Your Grace.
Your Majesty.
Might I have the pleasure of your company at dinner?
It would be my honor.
I thank you.
You may sit. I just want to be a good wife.
You are.
I just want to make you happy.
You do. Have we not been happy these past 15 years?
Yes. Why? Why does God punish us this way? Why? Why?
I don't know, Kate. I don't know.
If His Majesty is referring to me, perhaps he has forgotten. I have carried 6 of his children.
5 of which were born dead, and 1 is a daughter, which is of no use to me.
That is not my fault.
Well, whose fault is it then? I am capable of having sons.
That you're capable of sowing bastards up and down the country, that's well known.
I am the King of England. I can have what I want.
Even a king cannot break apart what God has put together.
Why won't you do this?
For your good and the good of the country. You want me to lie before God and admit my first marriage was consummated? Well, it was not. You want me to retire and withdraw my daughter's claim as sole rightful heir to the throne? Well, I shall not. Not in 1,000 years. Not if you drag me to within an inch of my life. How have I offended you? For 20 years I've been a true, obedient wife. I've loved all those whom you loved and given you children, though it has pleased God to take them out of this world. You know, when you had me at first, I was a true maid, without touch of a man. So I beg you, dear husband, to spare me all this. I am the queen, the king's lawful wife, married in the eyes of God, and no hastily drawn bill, no ceremony held in secret can change that.
He looks at you with such devotion, it seems, with such love.
I fear that is for your benefit. Henry is a good masker. I think sometimes he will ask me for a divorce.
A divorce? No. That's impossible.
Is it?
All that remains is for you to choose where to live and to retire there as quickly as possible. I swear to you, all will be done for the best.
Soon he will see you for what you really are. And he will tire of you, as of all the others.
And what if he does not?
I did not give you permission to speak. I am His Majesty's true and legitimate wife.
Madam, for the love of God.
Yes, for the love of God. As you yourself once professed, Archbishop. You told people that you knew my case to be true. So what changed your mind? Was it Wolsey? Tell me, do you prefer your place in this earth rather than your place in heaven?
You have not answered the charges.
Sir, I consider it hard indeed to be charged and accused by my own lawyers. Where is the justice in that? I will speak to you no more, but you will not act for me. I beseech you, for all the love that has been between us, let me have justice and right. Give me some pity and compassion, for I am a poor woman and a stranger, born out of your dominion. I have no friend here, and little counsel. I flee to you as head of justice in this realm. I call God and all the world to witness that I have been to you a true, humble, and obedient wife, ever comfortable to your will and pleasure. all those whom you have loved for your sake, whether or not I had cause, whether they be my friends or enemies. By me you have had many children, although it has pleased God to call them from this world. But when you had me at first, I take God as my judge. I was a true maid without touch of man. And whether or not it be true, I put it to your conscience. For every scholar that votes for you, I could find 1,000 who would vote for me. If I had to choose between extreme happiness and extreme sorrow, I would always choose sorrow. For when you are happy, you forget. You forget about spiritual things. You forget about God. But in your sorrow, He is always with you.
Was it a boy?
Stillborn, Your Majesty.
He must have seen in her some talent he knew would please me. Tell me, what special talent is it that you have, apart from your obvious youth and beauty? Poetry, perhaps?
No.
Or dressmaking?
No.
Singing, then, surely.
No, Your Majesty.
Come, you're too modest. Sing for us.
Really, I beg you.
Sing.
Western wind.
So, the Boleyn whores. 2 former ladies of mine. What did I do to upset you? That you should turn against me like this?
You failed to give England an heir.
And that upsets you so?
What upsets the king upsets me.
How dare you?
Catherine, Queen of England, come to court.
You want me to creep away and become a nun? Well, I shall not. You want me to lie before God and admit my first marriage was consummated? Well, it was not. You want me to retire and give up my daughter's claim as sole rightful heir to the throne? Well, I shall not. Not in 1,000 years. Not if you rack me to within an inch of my life. I am Catherine, Queen of England, the king's one true wife and mother of the heir to the throne, beloved of the people and beloved of a king you have bewitched. How have I offended you? I have been a true obedient wife. I have loved all those whom you loved and given you children, though it has pleased God to take them away. If there is any just cause against me, I will happily depart to my shame and dishonor. But I tell you, as God is my witness, there is none. So I beg you, dear husband, to spare me this humiliation.
Son cartas. Personales. Arturo es muy vehemente. Y apasionado.
En ese caso hacéis bien en no compartirlas con nadie, ni siquiera con vuestra madre.
No lloréis, madre. Os escribiré a menudo. Lo juro por mi honor y por el amor que os profeso.
¿Queréis decir que vuestro matrimonio no se ha consumado?
La debilidad de vuestro hijo, el príncipe Arturo, no lo hizo posible.
Siendo así, todo cambia y se torna más sencillo. Esperemos a ver qué dice la comadrona.
Mi señor, nunca he mentido y no veo a dónde podría llevarme a hacerlo ahora. Disponed entonces, de acuerdo con mis padres, y en todo os obedeceré.
¿Seguís manteniendo que sois virgen?
¿Cómo no hacerlo si así es?
¿Permitís que nuestra partera os examine?
Siempre que antes acabéis con mi vida.
No es propio de reyes permitir que una princesa viva privada de todo lo indispensable.
Y pensar que si vuestro matrimonio hubiese sido consumado, por nada de esto pasaríamos.
Pero no lo fue.
¿Y qué importancia tiene, señora? No sería impedimento para otros esponsales. Y al menos viviríais, en vez de perecer de hambre y frío.
No voy a mentir. Aunque haya de perder la vida, jamás perderé la dignidad ni pecaré.
En unos años seréis mi esposa. Y yo, el hombre más dichoso de Inglaterra.
For 20 years I have been your true wife. And by me you have had many children. Although it pleased God to call them from this world, which was no fault of mine. And when you had me first, as God is my witness, I was a true maid, without touch of man. And whether this is true or not, I put to your conscience.
The king has merely defined a position which ancient precedents...
Ancient precedents? Precedents that you've invented these last 3 months.
As for induced, your highness knows the king cannot be led.
But he can be enticed. He has ridden off without saying goodbye. He has never done that before. Never. But I didn't expect he would send a man like you to tell me. When my first son was born, it was winter. Never no blooms to be had. He gave me 6 dozen roses, made of the purest white silk. Over the years, I have given them to those who have done me some service. Will you let the Princess Mary visit me? What harm can it do the king? How is Pauline's daughter? She lost the child, I'm told. I know how that is.
She and the king have hopes of another child soon.
Particular hope? Or general hope? I thought she always confided in you. I do hope there is no rift.
Hubiera preferido casar a nuestra pequeña con un hijo suyo.
¿Veis un revés donde hay lugar para el provecho?
Gustoso lo haría. Pero perdería el compromiso matrimonial de mi hija y lo lamentaría. No si no es a cambio de otro.
Bien sabéis que no tengo hijo, varón.
Mas, ¿vos lo sois? ¿Habéis recibido las instrucciones de mi esposo?
Con ellas parto de inmediato.
El emperador ha de tenerlas en cuenta. O comprometerá mi situación en Inglaterra.
¿Qué mensaje he de trasladarle?
Lo único que desea el rey es un heredero varón que asiente su dinastía. Y no se lo he dado.
Vuestro sobrino no ha satisfecho mis demandas. Sin embargo, no ha dudado en firmar un acuerdo con el francés.
¿Eso no merma vuestra dignidad? Al contrario.
Catalina, sois una buena mujer. Pero Dios no está con vos. Voy a pedir la anulación de nuestro matrimonio.
cederé. Enrique no se saldrá con la suya. Procurar estar a resguardo cuando así lo entienda. Un día, reverencia, mi desgracia, será la vuestra. Durante 20 años, he sido para vos una mujer leal. Pongo a Dios por testigo de que cuando me tuvisteis por primera vez, yo era verdadera doncella. Apelo a vuestra conciencia para que digáis si es verdad o no.
Do you think he will smile kindly on my marriage to his son if I insult him and drive a dagger in his pride? No, I cannot disobey the king.
Why not?
Because he'd send me back to Spain.
But you are your mother's daughter. You don't hear no, you fight.
How is this my doing? How is this at my door?
You don't know what you want.
I don't know what my choices are. I don't know if I have a choice. Then I wish to see Prince Harry.
Prince Harry is no longer here. He's gone. To get ready for his wedding to your niece, Princess Eleanor. Did your sister not tell you? It was arranged before she left.
Harry will not marry Eleanor. Now, he is betrothed to me. The king oversaw our blessing by the bishop.
Do not presume to lecture me in the law.
I cannot offer you the Habsburg Empire, nor the sanction of your grandmother, and if I cannot love you as your wife, then I will try to love you as a subject. But I want to love you as a wife. And as the mother of your heirs. And as a lover in your bed. Harry, tell me what my fate shall be. You see, my mother took me into battle while I was inside her. I was forged in war. Tomorrow morning, my son and I will ride out to meet the Scots. And what kind of a mother rides into battle with a child in her belly? Well, to your mothers, I would say this. We would die for our children, yes? So we would kill for them also.
His little body.
Don't you think I will give anything to have our son alive? I miss him. He's kicking. And he had Will Henry. I could feel it in me. I thought this boy would be just like his father. I wanted to see him in your arms.
Well, I wish you hadn't fought. I wish that you had been a wife instead of a soldier.
But then I'd be someone else.
Did you lie with my brother? I'll have the truth this time.
Why would you ask me this again? After all these years, and all this pain, I did not lie with him.
Why then? Why would God deny me?
Henry, please.
No, it's too late for us. You know it, I know it too.